What a day. Um, I forgot how to. I forgot how to do everything. This is what happens when I don't get on here. I just forget. Okay, let me make a poll. Mm, 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 mm. Mm, 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 mm. Mm, 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 mm. All right, thinking really hard. Pick me up. I'm scared. Okay, got the poll made. What's up, bro? I know I've been so bad about getting on here, bro. I'm just a horrible person, man. Zay, what's popping, bro? How you doing? Um, I'm definitely not gonna be on here for a long time tonight. But luckily for you, Zay, you came early today. You never come early, bro. How did I not know Bad Bunny's album dropped today? Yeah, you tripping, bro. Great album. Great album. Absolutely great album, bro. Anyone that tells you that it's not a good album, they're lying. They didn't listen. They didn't listen, bro. I saw people on Twitter say they didn't like it. I blocked them instantly. I'm not about to play, bro. You got the notification, bro. You know what? I make these. So ideally, what I would do is make a. I don't even know what it's called, but I would set up this live a week in advance, right? So it pops up on people's YouTube streams and stuff like that. They're like, oh, he's gonna do a live on Sunday. But what I actually do is today, after I got done working out, it was roughly 7:50 p.m. and I made this live stream. And I set it for like 8:45 or something, but I didn't make it in time for 8:45, so I pushed it back to 9. But because of that, no one knows I'm doing a live stream. You just catch me if you catch me. If you don't, you catch me the next time. So I'm actually, I need to set a New Year's resolution to do better, bro. I need to actually make my live streams a week in advance to give people a chance, bro. Does that say 30 at the top? This shit gotta be broke. There ain't no way there's 30 people up in here. Um, yeah, I need to do better, man. Do better. Zay, what'd you write, bro? Why'd you retract your message? Valerie Garcia, hi, how are you doing? Where are you from? You said Sunday, so we know. Yeah, I know. But then I say that, and then I don't pop up on Sunday. So then it leaves people wondering, like, am I going to do the stream or not? But yeah, I mean, I think the majority of the Sundays in a year, I'm on here. Say dog backwards. I'm not even gonna read your comment, bro. Just know that I'm seeing it. Nepal. Nepal. I honestly, it's always the most random chats where I just get random people in here. Most of the time, it's just the same group of people, and then one random Sunday, I got like 30 people I've never seen before. Who's winning the college football playoffs? I have no idea, Mr. FBI. I have no idea. I'm not really a sports watcher, to be honest. I couldn't even tell you. I couldn't even get close. Why is quick time to get the weirdos? I don't know, bro. I really don't know what I do to deserve that, man. There's either nobody in here or it just goes full weirdo. Like I think last live stream there was like 3 people the whole time. They were chill. I like that. I like that better to be honest. But then every once in a while, I don't know what happens with the algorithm, but I just get like 50 people from the most random places on earth that make it a point to troll too. It's not like they come in here and they want to talk about something cool. They just troll. That's not fun. Say dog backwards said hi. Hi. That sneaky fade looks smooth. Is that what it's called? I had no idea what it was called. What's a sneaky fade? That's what I said. I was like, is that what they call it? Emmy York Films. Hi, how are you doing? Yo, Valerie Garcia, how you gonna pop up in here and say hi and never say nothing else? That was crazy. You're from Mars? Bro, if I was from Mars, the last thing I would do would be to watch someone from Earth's boring live stream. Like nothing is happening here. Surely Mars is cooler than Earth. Like y'all gotta have better stuff going on. Oh, okay. I got you now. Okay, I got you now. Alright. I was like, I thought you were saying this style was called a sneaky fade, but that's really just the name that you put on it. I got you. I like that. I like that though. I might just have to start calling it a sneaky fade. I'm gonna tell my barber like, yo, can you hook me up with a sneaky fade again? What does your name mean, bro? I'm gonna take all the credit too. They're gonna be like, where you heard that? Or I'm like, I just came up with it one day. They're like, you just came up with a sneaky fade? I'm like, yeah, no inspiration at all. But Pyrosius, what does your name mean, bro? Why is that your YouTube name? It's very close to pyrosis, like heartburn. I think that's the other name for heartburn. One of the names for heartburn. And if not, at least it got pyro in there. I know it has something to do with flames and burning. So say dog backwards. What are you talking about, bro? I can't follow your comments. Your line of thoughts like all over the place, bro. Alex, what's up, bro? What's poppin'? You know, I really need the group chat to be more active. I envisioned more people talking in there all the time. Alex came in swinging. What's good? Nothing, man. Just chilling. Just fulfilling my live stream obligations. Just getting on here for like an hour. Just getting on for like an hour. Rob, what's up, bro? Are you still at your girlfriend's house? Alex, you know what I think it is? I think it's like everyone wants to get better, but no one wants to be in the hot seat, right? They know if they talk, there's gonna be corrections coming at some point. So if you ever notice, If everyone starts talking, other people join in too. But if only one person is talking, that person will eventually stop, and there's a good chance no one else will say anything either. But if like five or more people are talking, everyone will start chiming in because there's less of a chance that they will be singled out for a correction. Holy Mindset TV, what is my channel about? Really, man, it's about nothing and everything. It's just whatever I decide that day. You know what I mean? Sometimes it's about self improvement. It's always about self improvement. Now, let me not lie, because my whole life is self improvement, right? But sometimes it's purely English language self improvement, right? Sometimes it's Spanish, sometimes it's fitness. I'm a strength and conditioning coach, so I do a lot of stuff, man. Do polls and memes and you'll see more engagement in the chat. Honestly, I don't necessarily want more engagement, especially if it's a bunch of random people that are not trying to talk about anything. Oh, you're talking about this chat. They're talking about our WhatsApp group. It don't mean anything. I made it up myself. You got awfully close to a real word. Rob, you're driving home. How was that? How was your day, man? You could give more details in the group chat, but I just want to know if it was a good day. If you felt like you learned a lot, felt like you communicated yourself well. Lots of talking about learning, but the actual act of learning, we got like four folks in there that try stuff. Yeah, 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 yeah. And that's what I always, I try not to go hard on people, but I keep trying to tell everyone in there, like, hey, it's cool to talk about how you need to fix this. Everyone in there is like, oh yeah, I need to work on that. I'm like, you can work on it right now. Instead of replying to this comment in English, why don't you make 10 sentences? Why don't you work on that thing that you're saying you need to work on? And they're like, oh, I'm definitely gonna work on that. I think people just think it just sounds cool to say, like, oh yeah, I'm gonna start doing this and I'm gonna start doing this. And by the end of the year, I'm gonna be speaking so well. I say, bro, you have to actually do it though. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, I can't say I'm like at 100% or anything, but I'm doing well. My tendons are. I'm like not even a month away from a full year since it happened. So the uh the slow side of recovery is 1 year. Or sorry, 15 months. The the fast side of recovery is 9 months. So I've been taking my time. I just been, kind of doing not necessarily the bare minimum as far as working out, but the bare minimum as far as loading my tendons, and just really making sure that I don't take any risk. Really, they say after like 16 weeks, they're pretty intact, and you would know if the surgery was gonna fail. So I'm not too worried. I've been boxing and doing like low level plyometrics and stuff, but just not nothing crazy. I started jogging, but I don't sprint. Just every week I just do a tiny bit more, make sure it's completely pain free. Um, and yes, that's all I really can do, man. Is there shit you won't be able to do after you got that fixed? Nah, 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 nah. They put the tendons back in the bone. Technically, so after any injury, right? Even after you sprain your ankle, you're never the same again because you modified the structure of your body, right? But that doesn't mean that you're worse than you were before. You technically could be stronger. You get calluses on your hand and stuff. Your hand isn't the same as it was before. It doesn't mean it's weaker. Now, just because I can do something doesn't mean that I necessarily will. You know what I mean? The doctor could tell me like you could jump off of a house with these tendons and you'll be fine. I'm not gonna jump off a house. I'm probably not gonna do anything super risky, even if I feel like I can. I'll get back to jumping. I'll get back to weightlifting and stuff like that, but I won't. probably just mentally, I won't do the stuff that I would have done when I was 18. But that was happening anyways, even before the surgeries. Like, there's just certain stuff I'm just like, bro, I have to go to work. I have obligations. You know, when you're 18, I'm like, if I break something, I'll just get a surgery. Now I'm like, nah, bro. I don't want to have to get another surgery. I don't want to have to be out of work. I guess we want to see you beat down Jake Paul. No, I'll fight, bro. I've been back. I've been back in the boxing gym. I've been doing some light sparring and stuff. The thing with the thing with combat sports and any sports with contact is like it's not just your body, right? If some dude like tackles me or if he falls on top of me, like now I'm trying to control both our bodies, trying to make sure I don't fall back with my legs pinned under me and stuff like that, right? So I'm just being careful about that right now. But yeah, I have plans to fight. If not at the end of the year, the beginning of next year. So let me make sure I don't miss any comments. Easy trap to get into. Yep, definitely. Yeah, I mean, I could talk about that all day, man. I've been there though. I know what it's like. I remember the days when I was watching like 10 videos a day on like how to learn Spanish faster, how to learn, here's a quick trick. And I'm like, the 3 hours I spent watching videos on the best way to learn, I could have actually just been doing stuff. Did you feel like it was a blessing to be in Colombia for that? Yeah, 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 yeah. 100%. I actually got lucky in more ways than one. A lot of people might not say it's luck. A lot of people might say that sounds horrible, but for one, both of them happen at the same time. What usually happens for people is they do one and then they compensate with the other leg, and 3 or 4 years later, they rupture the other one. I'm in a Facebook group and it happens to people all the time. So I got lucky in that sense that both happen at the same time. It's a harder recovery, and it's definitely worse in the beginning. But now that I'm past it, I don't have to think like, I wonder is my good tendon in the state that my bad tendon was right before it snapped. You know what I mean? So I can at least be sure uh, that the doctor looked at it and he had to do both, so he put them back in there and he said they're good now. So I was lucky in that sense. I was lucky I was in Colombia because it was cheaper. I was lucky that this surgeon was a specialist in that surgery. People actually fly from other countries to Colombia if that happens to them to get that surgery from him. Not only that, but Will, who you know, uh, my Spanish teacher, he was a very high level weightlifter, and this same thing happened to him. So when I got hurt, he was the first person I called. I called him, and you know he flew over to where when I say fly, I meant like really fast. He drove over to where I was at, and once he realized kind of what happened, he was like, "I'm gonna take you to my doctor," and he took me straight there. And the doctor stuck his finger in my, like right above my knee. His finger went so deep into my leg. He was like, "Yeah, you need surgery, like right now." And I was like, "Damn." How exactly did AP come back and get another few years, good years? Well, that's the thing, man. You can come back from anything, bro. I mean, obviously, I'm not talking about like paralyzation and stuff like that, but you can come back from anything. It's literally making a decision about, do you want to? Are you willing to take a risk? Because a lot of people, they might tear their ACL, they might do what Adrian Peterson did, and they might say, well, nothing surgically repaired is better than your God given tendons or your God given whatever. And they might decide, like, I'm not going to take that risk again because I know I'm in a more, like, quote unquote, fragile state. A lot of people think like that. I'm sure you've heard people say, like, oh, I used to bench 405, but now my shoulders, and people get hurt or something like that, and they never push their bodies at all again. And that's your decision. You can do that if you want to. But Adrian Peterson, he gets paid millions of dollars. So he said, I'm going to try it again. And it worked out for him, bro. Like, I don't think I've ever seen anybody come back from an injury the way he did. That was crazy. People could say whatever they want. They could say, "Oh, well, when you have $1 million, you can pay for this, that, and the other." Bro, lots of professional athletes have $1 million and the best recovery specialists or whatever. You still have to push through that stuff. But there's certain injuries where it makes sense to do that. There's other injuries like tendons, you can't do that. Tendons take the time that they take to heal. With with ACLs and sometimes with muscular stuff, you can kind of get away with it, but you can't get away with it with tendons. Anyone that's had the injury that I have, and there's been a few professional athletes, soccer players, basketball players, you'll see if they try to come back early, they re-rupture that shit. Or like I said, if they had one, they rupture the other one. There's a basketball player that it happened to. Hold on, let me Google his name. I can't think. It's like Victor O something. Like I said, I'm not really a sports person, so Victor Ol Victor Oladipo. Victor Oladipo did exactly what I'm talking about. He ruptured one quad tendon, and according to him, I guess the surgeon didn't do a good job or something, which goes back to what I just said. You can have $1 million, that doesn't mean everything's gonna go right. And so he came back, and like a year or two later, had the same thing happen again. So I don't even know if he still plays, or he might be recovering from that right now. 2019 ruptured his right quad tendon. 2021 he re-ruptured that quad tendon. 2023 he ruptured the left patellar tendon, which would have happened from compensating off of the right leg so much. So it's pretty bad. I don't know if he's coming back, but just listen to two Bad Bunny songs, he can do no wrong. Facts. Hold on, I gotta eat some candy. He can do no wrong. Bro, track number 3. That's the best one. Best one, bro. I'm a salsa guy though. So for me, that was fire. Very, very fire. What y'all got going on though, man? How was y'all's day? What'd y'all do today? Rob, did you ever? Oh yeah, you said it was good. Okay. Yeah, Rob, I want to hear about that, man. I hope you learned some new words today, or at least one or two. There's always stuff that you learn in real life that you would never learn on the internet. On the internet, in our group chat, anywhere, like you don't even have to go to like specifically Latin America. It can be from something like you did today. Just being around someone that's been speaking their whole life. They're gonna have expressions and all kinds of stuff. Juki. Um, did you ever learn the saxophone, bro? Did you ever start? Because I remember you said that you were gonna learn the sax and upload some videos. Good day, straight chilling. Did the Spanish lesson. Did some other shit related to some photography stuff. Trying to get into some astrophotography. Oh wow. What what sparked your interest in that, bro? Ah, there wasn't a teacher. Damn, bro. Jalen with the fresh cut. I don't know. Ain't that fresh. You know the one cool thing about getting old and like losing your hair and your hair growth slowing down, bro. What, like maybe even like 5 to 10 years ago, I had to get a haircut. Like, bro, like almost before 7 days, my shit would be like rough, bro. Now I get a haircut mainly every week, but that's mainly just to keep like this just clean. But the hair on the top of my head, that shit barely grows, bro. I could go another week after. This would get covered up, but you know, it's nice to just be like, well, at least I know I can make it another week without a haircut if I need to. Oh, you learning the piano? That's cool, man. 4 months with the piano. Piano's tough, bro. I tried the piano for like 2 days, and like literally my fingers were cramping up when I was trying to do it, and I'd be like, ah. I'm just like I didn't realize how tough it was. Your beard don't grow, bro. What's crazy is this is really not as long as it gets because I always have my barber like basically trim the ends of it because I don't really want one of those like those beards that like come down to here. I don't know, that shit don't really look cool to me. I know a lot of people want beards like that, but I don't. Bro, maybe you also just don't know. Sometimes you gotta let that joint grow ugly for a little bit just to see how long it gets. My dad got all this stuff, a Star Tracker, digital camera, plays into my electrical engineering degree in an offhand way. Oh, you're an engineer. I like all that nerdy stuff related to electronics, antennas. Okay, okay. That's cool, man. I always try to look for I always try to look for links between good Spanish learners or good language learners and other activities that they do. I don't know if I've ever seen any engineers or people that are into, that kind of stuff. What I notice is people that are really into music, if they're musicians, they usually, I don't know, maybe it's because they're good at recognizing tones and stuff, but they're usually really good at imitating accents or at least hearing what the accent is supposed to sound like. All right, bro. Hope you have a great 2025 as well, and you're definitely gonna accomplish your goals. I know you are, bro. You definitely are. Still learning the same jazz song. What is the song? I think the same way music people are good at learning languages. Mike Ben is a teacher. He's a he's a teacher now, but he's a teacher. I mean, he started teaching English after he learned Spanish. So it wasn't like he was already an English teacher. Because before he was a math teacher, he's really good at math. Like he's a private math tutor. That's how he started. Like whenever if you look at his like maybe like very first YouTube videos, he used to talk about that. He used to say like if he would talk about his study schedule, he'll be like, "Well, I tutor math from this hour to this hour and whatever." So, but yeah, I'm always looking for links and that stuff just to see if there's something that makes you, I don't know, more suited to learn. Rolando, what's up, bro? I feel like we haven't talked in a long time, man. Rob said he was gonna speak on it in the chat. Isn't your buddy Leo into music? Yeah, he's a musician. Yeah. Yeah, and his Spanish is great, man. That's what I said. That's what that was one of the things that caught my attention. Him, Mike, because Mike, I don't know if people even know, but Mike is like really good at the guitar. So he's also a musician. And I'm into music too. And so that's what made me start thinking about it. I remember I saw someone comment one time on someone's video and they said, they almost said it in a negative way. They're like, "Oh, you're a musician. That's why you're so good at learning. People who are into music have a way easier time learning languages." And I was like, "Is that so? Is that real?" I don't know if you guys have seen my friend Vaughn. If you type in like Vaughn Gene on YouTube, his YouTube blew up. He has like 70,000 subscribers now. But he learned Japanese, and he's a musician too. So that's why I was like, after I read that comment, I'm like, yeah, actually, everyone that I know that has made it to like a really high level in a language has some kind of tie to music. But I know it's not everyone. Clearly, it's not going to be like, oh, you have to be a musician to learn a second language. Like, nah. Ain't Misbehaving by Fats Water. I'm not learning the intro because it's way too advanced, but I learned the melody with the chords because it's jazz, even though it's kind of tough with the fingering. You got it, man. It's all a matter of time and practice, bro. One day you're gonna come in the chat and be like, "Oh yeah, I play that Fats Waller song easy now." Favorite place you lived in the States outside of Texas and Colombia? Absolutely not for Seattle. That's bottom of my list. I lived in New York for a couple years. Didn't really like that either. I used to live in South Carolina. I liked it in South Carolina. I lived in Louisiana, but I wouldn't put it on my list. Yeah, I guess I would have to go with South Carolina. I mean, I don't know. I like living in Germany too, to be honest. So, oh yeah, it's way different from the South. Seattle is nothing like the South. Not even close. Seattle is very gray. Lots of depression there. Rains a lot. They don't have air conditioning because according to them, it didn't used to ever get hot. Now it always gets hot, bro. The first year I got to Washington, I thought it was a joke. I was like, bro, the AC is not turning on. They're like, oh, that doesn't work. It's only, what do they say? It's only for the heat or some shit like that. I don't know. Bro, it was fucking 110 degrees and they didn't have AC. Like, people were dying, bro. You had to go to hotels and libraries and stuff like that. And they were like, oh, this never happens. I'm like, but it's happening right now, bro. It's happening right now. Music is a sort of language in itself. Maybe that's why people who are good at one are also good at the other. Yeah, I agree with that for sure. Why did I settle in Texas? I'm from Texas, bro. I was born here. I've lived here for a good amount of my life. And then my parents own this house. So they live in Hawaii, but this is our house. So it was a smooth transition. I didn't have to like go look for an apartment or something like that. Giselle, what's up? The rain rain is crazy. I lived in Vancouver, Canada for a little less than a year. It rained every day for like 4 months straight. Yeah, that's like Seattle, bro. That shit is trash, bro. Trash. ¿Qué onda, amigo? ¿Dónde estás, bro? ¿Estás en México? Okay. I remember showing up the first time and kids were playing out in the rain. I was like, there's no way this is normal. Yeah, that sounds about right, man. That sounds about right. Yeah, when it rains here, bro, I just stay inside. I never want to be in the rain. Rain is amazing. I wish it rained here every day. That's a crazy comment. Where do you live, bro? Zay said that's dope. Wait, which part is dope? Raining every day? Oh, y'all might be crazy, man. Everybody in this chat might be crazy. Oh, that's right, Israel. Yeah. I remember. I don't know why I asked that. I like deep down I knew, but I was just making sure. You know, I really have no idea what weather is like in Israel. I know almost nothing about Israel besides political stuff. They say it's gonna rain. I mean, freeze. You mean like the Texas freeze? We're about to go through that shit again? I wasn't here the last time it happened. I don't know why I said we, but is that gonna happen again, bro? You back in Houston, dog? I'm gonna have to come. I'm gonna have to come fuck with you in Houston, bro. Hey, bro, you know what you need to do? There's a there's a rodeo, bro, like a jaripeo in Dallas in like 2 weeks. Me and my wife going to that joint. Pop out to Dallas, bro. Come to the rodeo. It's actually a pretty good winter this year. Man, I don't even want to talk about the winter because it's cold as shit here. And I know everybody in the chat's gonna be like, how cold? And I'm gonna tell y'all, and y'all gonna say that's not cold, but it's cold in Texas. And sometimes I work outside with sports and shit like that, so it's pissing me off. Like tomorrow, oh my, I don't know even about to talk about it. Yes, Rolando, that's him. Your parents owning the house and a smooth transition. Yeah. That was a blessing, bro, for real. Texas has like the craziest weather every year. There's some type of catastrophe. Yeah, that's good old Texas for you. Bitch, I'm from Texas. It's supposed to be a rodeo here next weekend. We thinking about going to. Hell yeah, bro, pop out. Record something too. Put it in the group chat. We're talking about the weather. Yes, a few of us have brought up the weather. In Texas or everywhere? I think I'm the only person in Texas in the chat. Or Rolando is too. I mean, the guy you see by you, Umbre, he just said he's in Houston, but besides us, I think everybody else is outside of Texas. What's the name of the rodeo? Actually, bro, I don't know. Hit me up. Hit me up when I get off of the live stream and I'll tell you. I actually don't remember. And I don't think Axa is watching the stream right now, or she could tell us, but I don't think she's watching. It's cold in Houston too, bro. What's the temperature like? Cause I'm upset, bro. I do not like the cold, bro. What happens in Fort Worth? Random shit, bro. Just Texas does have a lot of infrastructure problems sometimes. 43 in Humble, that's not bad. That's not bad. everything has pros and cons. Like Giselle, you know, it's hot there all year round, but that sucks sometimes. Like y'all can't have a real Christmas because it's hot as fuck there. You don't get no snow. You can't go out in jackets and shit. It's too hot. Like y'all are always in hot clothes. Atlanta been in the 30s all week. Yeah, that's what my shit looking like, bro. Tomorrow's the 20s, bro. I'm like, this is not how my hometown is supposed to feel. 46 degrees. My body don't know the difference between 65 and -4. Exactly, bro. That's me. That's me, bro. And like the way my body is set up, bro, I get hot mad easy too. That's the worst part. So it'll be cold as shit outside, you know what I'm saying? It's 40, 50 something, and I'll put on like a sweater or something, bro. I'm sweating. I take that bitch off, now I'm shivering, bro. There's no good in between. It sucks. And the same thing, like I'm like a super tactile person, bro. I like to be able to touch and feel. And so I don't like wearing no thick ass gloves just to keep my hands warm. Cause then when I try to grab stuff and pick stuff out of my pocket, it just doesn't feel right, bro. So I gotta have my hands free. But then my hands are freezing, bro. I just can't win, bro. I cannot win. My computer still thinks I'm in Cali, and it says right now, Cali, Bajel Cauca, 74 degrees Fahrenheit. That's that's crazy. Oh yeah, heater at 69, perfect temp. Right now we actually got it on 70, but for sleeping, I usually put it 68, 69 tight. Says it's gonna drop down to 28 by morning. It dropped down to 12. Yeah, dog. You could just kill me if it gets to 12 degrees. Just kill me. I was in Berlin in November and was disappointed it was only 5 to 7 degrees. What the? Why are you disappointed, bro? That's cold as shit. But like I said, man, everywhere has its pros and cons. You can't get certain stuff without other stuff. You know what I mean? People talk about the beauty of Puerto Rico, and they talk about, but power outages, hurricanes. I'm like, yeah, bro, you can't have it all. You get beauty, you get something else with it. You get heat, you get something else with it. You get cold, you get something else with it. Juki loves freezing cold. I can't trust you, bro. I can't trust anybody that loves the freezing cold. I don't think human beings were meant to be in that. No way, bro. Go to Colombia if it goes to 12. Man, I gotta work. I gotta work. I gotta get this bread. You feel me? I gotta get this bread. I experienced it in Chicago New Year. Yeah, it's pretty cold in Chicago around this time. It's not great. The coldest I've ever been in was the winter in Germany. The winter in Germany gets in the negatives. But actually, when I think about it, it might have been colder in New York. It was more snowy in Germany, but it actually might have been colder temperature wise when I lived in New York. Because I remember one day I had to walk to my university class and it was negative 13 degrees and I was like in knee deep snow. You sweat while you're taking a shower here. Essa chucha que. Giselle's musty, y'all. She's sweating while she taking a shower. You need to put deodorant on your feet. Que cueca. You experienced -11 in Chicago. Yeah, that's too cold. Too cold for me. Too cold for me. I did not like living in New York for that reason. Cartagena is hot or just humid. Bro, honestly, it really doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what the temperature is, it matters what it feels like. I hate when people do that because sometimes people, like, for example, like Cali, bro. I would say, like, bro, it's so fucking hot here today, and people get on Google and they're like, it says it's only 83 degrees in Cali today. I'm like, bro, look at what it feels like. Look at the humidity. What is that shit called? The humidity index? Is that what it's called? Whatever index tells you what the humidity is, bro, that bitch would say 99%. It would say feels like 100 something. It's disgusting, bro. Like literally you be outside just sweating, bro. Just drenched. So it don't matter if it says 83. Sometimes here the temperature says 103. It's hot, but it ain't that humid. So it's like, damn, just not trying to stay in the sun because it's cooking, but you ain't gonna be just like drenched in sweat from stepping outside. Israel can be hot even during winter, so maybe that's why it makes winter and cold more special. Yeah, I don't ever want the cold to be special for me. All right, Zay, have a good night, man. I'm only gonna be on here for like 15 more minutes anyways. Then your ears start freezing. Yeah, and your ears get all red. That's what I'm saying. I don't ever want to be in a cold place. Ever. Ever. Let's see. I'm gonna Google. Keep asking me questions around the 5 minute mark. Nah, I don't do that. Nah, I'm really getting off of here today. Like, I didn't get my normal nap in, so I already know I'm about to be tired tonight. Like, I gotta wake up for work too. I need to be in a bed. Like 10:30. I need to be like relaxed out, not getting in the bed at 10:30. I need to be in the bed already. Let's see. Cartagena temperature. So it says today. The fact that right now at nighttime it says 77 degrees and it's 10 o'clock there, that's fucking nuts. Humidity 95%. That's insane. Yeah, no. I'm not fucking with that. I don't even know what day it is today. It's Sunday. Well, Giselle, in America, you don't get vacations like that. Yes, Alex, I am in the bed, but this is not my bed. This is the guest bed. I just come in here to do my live streams. But it is comfortable. I could fall asleep right here. Could just stretch right on out. And this ain't really, this is like I don't even know what you would call this. This is technically not a headboard. This is the side of the bed. This is the long waist. This is long waist. This is not a headboard. I don't know. Well, actually, no. Yeah, no, this is not a headboard. You would never understand Fahrenheit. Bro, I'm gonna be honest with you. This is gonna be a very American thing that I say right here, but it kind of just makes sense to me. One, like think about 1 through 100 being a scale. 1 through 100 is a good scale. If it's 100, you know it's cooking. If it's one, you know it's cold as shit. with Celsius, I think you're talking about it's 20 degrees outside. I'm like, is that cold or warm? I don't know. Like it should be 1 through 100. You know what I mean? And anything on the outsides of those, is very extreme. Kind of like any of you guys' distance measurements. I think you guys have a better system because with feet and miles and all this other shit, it's like, you know, 12 inches makes it's like, bro, why isn't this shit 1 through 10? Why isn't this shit 1 through 100? Why are we on random random numbers? Like this is weird. That's how I feel about Celsius. I'm like, bro, extreme 100, extreme 0. Perfect. At what temperature does water boil in Fahrenheit? Ooh, the fifth grade science question. Water freezes at 32 and it boils at. I feel like the answer that I'm about to give you is a lie, so I really need to look this up. I know it, but I just don't want to say the wrong thing. I'm doubting myself. Water boils at what temperature? 212. 212 degrees. This temperature got me thinking about this. How long did it take you to get used to the currency in Colombia? Um, Not long actually, man. I think I'm like a really routine guy, so I would do the same things every day. And so, after a couple times you're like, okay, I know I need a 50 bill to go to this spot to eat with me and my wife. I need a hundred to pay my monthly gym membership, you know? Um, I guess little random stuff here and there. You don't really know if you're getting ripped off, but it has nothing to do with not understanding the currency. It's not living there. Like, I don't know if it's supposed to be 2,000 or 4,000. They both are little to me, but I wouldn't know if you're ripping me off because I didn't grow up eating it. You know what I mean? Yeah, I know. I agree with you guys there. It freezes and it boils at 0 and 100. But for the temperature, though, for the weather outside, I think ours is better. Yeah, exactly, exactly. It boils at 100, but we'll never experience that as humans. So, yeah, for you to say, I don't know, it's 30 degrees outside. I'm like, the fuck? And 30 versus 40. It's like that shit is in the same ballpark, bro. Now, if I say it's 30 degrees outside, or if I say it's 80 degrees outside, that shit is a huge difference. You know the difference. Technically, you would not be dead because I sit in the sauna at 215. Now, don't get me wrong, that shit is very uncomfortable, and you couldn't live in that. And I do know people that have died doing it, but I still do it because I just never been a bitch. So I like to have sauna competitions. They used to do a worldwide sauna championship, but they stopped because somebody died during it. It was in Finland. I really wanted to do it. I really wanted to compete at that. Yeah, Giselle, I sit in the sauna at 215. It's very uncomfortable, but it's fun. How long? I usually just stay in as long as I can, and it's usually based off of other people. I always say like I'm not leaving out before any of these guys that came out with me. That's just what it is. And I usually have a gallon of water. They usually don't have water, and I usually go, and I go, whoo, so good. And I see them looking around, they get mad, uncomfortable, and they're like, damn, I should have brought some water. I love that. So I just wait until everyone walks out, count to 10, because I don't want to walk out right after them. So I always make it seem like I'm not competing with them, even though I absolutely am. And then I walk out. So sometimes it's 10 minutes, sometimes it's 30. One time I was in, this wasn't 215, this was 210. But I was in 210 for like 35 minutes, bro. I was like, I need to be close to the door because I feel like I'm about to drop. And I was like, I gotta make sure that if I feel like it's going, I gotta be able to grab the handle and get outside. We talking 15 minutes? Nah, 15. Well, if it's over 215, like I was in 220 once, that was cooking, bro. I could only hold like 10 or 15 minutes in there. If it's anything under 215, like 200, 190, I stay in there, bro. I stayed in 195 for a full hour. So, but like I really do the sauna, bro. Like there was a time where I used to do the sauna every single day. I love getting uncomfortable in the sauna. And it's even better when I've done it so many times that the people catch on. They're like, hey, this guy, he likes to stay in longer than everybody. And they'll be like, oh, yeah, oh, I'm gonna outlast him today. And I'm like, oh, you think so? That's even more fun. I don't have to pretend like I'm not competing against you. I'm like, let's do this. And nobody's ever beaten me, bro. Ever. Your skin got burnt. I don't know what kind of sauna you were in. That's not supposed to happen. I don't even know how that's possible. You were like too close to the thing or something. Like what? What? It makes you feel nauseous. That's not crazy. That's not crazy. I could see heat, extreme heat making you nauseous. For sure. Especially if you're not well hydrated before and hydrating during, it can definitely make you nauseous. And depending on the temperature, you could just have a reaction like that. I slipped in the sauna once. I was lucky I didn't fall back and bust the back of my neck. Yeah, bro. That's what the fuck kind of sauna are you in, bro? How'd you slip? That's why it's supposed to have like the, I don't even know what it's called, but like the mats with the holes in it, the grippy mats. You know what I'm talking about? It's supposed to have the grippy mat so it's not slippery because now motherfuckers is sweating up in there, bro. You don't want to have a regular floor just pooled with sweat. You need a drain and you need the grippy mats. You know what I love? I love when I'm trying to think of a word in one language and I'm like, what would that be in the other language? And I'm like, oh, I don't know that shit. I don't know that shit in either language. Like, what are grippy mats called? I gotta Google this shit. Grippy mats in the sauna. Let's see if Google knows what I'm talking about. And what do people do before Google, bro? That's insane. Bamboo, memory foam. Um. Oh yeah, here we go. Drainage non-slip mat. But I want to know if it has like an actual term for the material. It was your sandals. Come on, dog. Rookie mistake. Okay, anti-slip doormat. I want to know if there's a name for the material. Brand WLWLEO. Waterproof. Okay, material. Polyvinyl chloride. Yeah, see, I was never gonna know that shit, bro. I'm just gonna keep calling it a grippy mat. You need a grippy mat in the sauna. So even if you got on some goofy ass sandals like Rolando, you still won't slip. The problem is, I don't know where your sauna was. I don't know if it was in a commercial gym or what. The problem is, a lot of commercial gyms are too cheap to pay for stuff. Even though they're a corporation and they get a lot of money, they still don't want to pay for stuff. Ask me how I know, because I worked there. I worked there. Past tense. I worked for LA Fitness for a really long time. Oh, will we Wong time. All right, it's 10:04. Let's just run it until 10:15. I'm getting off air at 10:15 though, I promise y'all. I can promise you. Cause I got some clients that I need to finish some of their workouts and post them before the night is over. So I can't be on here all night. And I still gotta go to sleep. I still have to play Call of Duty Mobile. And I still have to wake up a little bit early to go to work tomorrow. In the fucking cold. Unfortunately. Okay. Everyone stop talking. It was the it was the temperature talk. Temperature talk got y'all. Everyone's sitting there like, what is the best temperature? Is it Celsius or Fahrenheit? You guys are deep in thought right now about that. I know it. I'm here to tell you that it's neither. The best temperature is Kelvin. Temperature talk got me sleepy. Alex, I need your help, man. We need to come up with a strategy to get the people in the group active. Actually, you know what? I'm kicking some of them motherfuckers out today. I'm kicking them out. It says it feels like 27 despite it only being 42. Maybe it's only 42. Sometimes my live stream be tripping out, bro. Francis Hall says hola, but that was like 2 hours ago. I don't know how that shit just popped up. Taking up space, exactly. Who? I don't know specifically who, bro. But there's a handful of people that don't often talk. Um, and sometimes I feel bad kicking people out, bro. Uh, Especially if they've talked in the past. Or like, for instance, my boy Angel. My boy Angel's a super beginner. I know he can't do that much in the chat, you know? And he talks here and there. But you know, he basically said he's got like a test for college or some shit like that coming up in February. So all his time is in that right now. So I'm like, damn, I don't want to be fake and kick him out, you know, while he's studying for his test. But I'm like, bro, we gotta be active in the group, man. Yeah, I ain't gonna kick him out. I'm just talking shit. There are like two people though that haven't talked in I don't know how long. I give people like a month max, and I'm like, all right, bro, you gotta go. But yeah, man, that's what I was thinking about, Alex. I was thinking about something to generate interaction. But the problem is, it doesn't matter what I say or do if they don't actually participate. You know what I mean? It's like the same people. Rob, whatever happened to Cliff? I don't know, man. I don't know. I remember he hadn't talked in a while, and I added him specifically, and I said, Cliff, where you at, bro? And he didn't reply to that. I gave it a little bit, you know, a couple more days or a week or something. Then I just kicked him, you know. I booted him, but I could, I can tell. I can tell when I'm eventually gonna have to do that to people. Sometimes people join the group and they're really active at first, and it's like it sets in how much work they're gonna have to do, and then they start fading away, and then you don't really hear from them anymore. And then it's like I think they're done for the moment, you know. like I said, it sounds real good to say like, oh, this year I'm gonna get serious and oh, I'm gonna do all of this and this and this. Everyone says they're gonna do stuff. It's great to talk about how much you're gonna do. It feels really good. You feel like I'm gonna do it now, but then they don't do it. They don't do it, man. They don't do it. But yeah, Cliff was cool while he lasted. He was a cool dude, man. And I felt like he needed it more than a lot of people because he had like those he had Colombian friends from Cali that didn't speak English in New York with him. And I'm like, bro, if I was you, man, I would be soaking up so much from them. But you can't force people to do stuff. You really can't. Yeah, and that's what I want it to be, man. I want it to be like a community. Um, because I know that the more comfortable people feel with each other, they'll speak more. We see it. You guys are getting a lot cooler with each other. It makes you want to talk. It makes you want to ask other people questions and stuff like that. That's what I want it to be. But yeah, I think you got to mesh well with the group, and you have to be proactive. You have to want to do stuff. We can't force you to do it. But yeah, Alex, Rob, like I said, it's typically the people that need the least amount of help that are doing the most. Alex is in a great place. Rob is on his way to a great place. And you guys are more active than some of the people that should be doing, what you're doing. D's very active. D was in here earlier. I don't know. I think he left. D's very, very active. He does his daily voice notes at least bare minimum. He does his daily voice notes on the weekdays. Trevor's super active. Trevor gets better every week. He, in the beginning, Alex, you weren't in there, but in the beginning, he had a super 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 robotic voice. Like I just thought he was reading off of a computer, to be honest. And I asked him one time, and he said he wasn't. So I was like, oh, okay. Well, like just just relax a little bit then. So that's getting better. He's got a strong Jamaican accent, so it comes through. But he's getting a lot better and more fluid. Big Will's pretty active. Um, I can't think of anybody else. But yeah, like I said, oh yeah, he's gonna make great games with Will, man. Definitely, definitely. And like I said, you can tell he's the type of person that's proactive, and so he's gonna he's gonna address his own weak points probably. That's what I used to do with Will. I used to come to Will with stuff and just be like, I need to work on this shit, bro. Like I was in a conversation and I couldn't say this at all. Like I just couldn't figure out how to do it, and or um, just a lot of times you don't realize that you're not pronouncing something well, and you're in a real conversation and someone's like, huh, huh, and I'm like, yeah, I must not be saying this shit correctly. So then I'll come to him with that, or I used to come to him with that and say like, how am I supposed to say this? And we'll go over like that and other similar words with those sounds and stuff like that. Does Will have a system for teaching Spanish? Yes. We're gonna do pronunciation stuff here for a while. I needed some work on that. Yeah, that's good, man. Yeah, he's gonna get you right, man, for real. Like I said, he's strict, but he's fun. It's not like an uncomfortable strict. It's just like he's gonna hold you accountable. He's not gonna let any BS slide. You know, if you're saying something wrong, he'll tell you for sure. Yeah, I mean the problem is if you're not someone's teacher, it's almost rude to tell them that they don't speak well. You know what I mean? Like if like sometimes I talk to people that have, recently learned English. And I just tell them like, yo, you're doing great. Like, because it's not gonna do them any good for me to just be like, yeah, your accent sucks, but good job. Like they're gonna be like, why did he say that to me? You know what I mean? So, ow, my foot's cramping. Um, so yeah, you kind of have to get with someone and give them like the green light to tell you stuff like that if you want to actually get better at it. And I've given Will an eternal green light with me. I told him from the day we started, I'm like, bro, you can stop me in the middle of my sentence and tell me I said something wrong. I told Will from day one, always correct me when I'm wrong. He's someone that I trust. He's intelligent and he's a native Spanish speaker. So, there's been times in the past where like people that I don't know or know anything about might try to correct something, and I'm like, bro, I don't know your education level. I don't know anything about you. So I'm not actually gonna take your correction in because I don't even know if it's true. Sometimes native speakers are wrong about shit, bro. And so Will, I give him a green light all the time. Every when I was in Colombia, sometimes that motherfucker would interrupt me while I was talking in the middle of my sentence. I'm like, damn, bro, really? Like, but I told him to do that. I'd rather know than not know. You know what I mean? He's definitely gonna make you sing, bro. But only if you keep fucking the same thing up. Like the new guy in the group chat that keeps making the H sound. If he did that with Will, he would be singing already. You wouldn't get that many chances. Giselle's back. Oh my god, you just made me realize that I passed 10:15. Alright, 10:20. I got a thing. I gotta end on a 5 or a 0. Don't ask me why. 10:20. I'm paying attention this time. Y'all can't trick me. 10:20, I'm getting off of here. Don't worry, he's gonna get you on a penalty, bro. You're right. It's gonna be when you least expect it. You're gonna get real comfortable. Bow, penalty. But it's fun. It's fun. It's a little uncomfortable, but it's fun. Time to say goodbye. Nah, he's not singing with you, bro. You're yeah, in the class. Yeah, 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 yeah. But you're kind of lucky though, bro, because you started with him when you can already speak. If you think about people in the early days, way more mistakes, bro. So there's a lot more singing going on. But yeah, you gotta show up to class and sing. And if I know you, then he would he always calls me. He's like, "Hey, what time are you free?" Because he's like, "This person has to sing today, and I want you to be the judge." So I just listen to the whole song, and he'll be like, "Did he pass, or does he need to do another song?" But I'm too nice. I always say he passed. Rural Mexicans still pronounce H's in some words. I wonder if it's a holdover from Latin. Like what word? Time to. Rolando, I need you to hurry up and answer, bro, because it's 10:19 and I'm not staying on here. Music and shit in next life. That's true. People in Monterrey say horchata with a clear H. I feel like that's not a good example though, because I need a word that has not made it to mainstream America. You know what I'm saying? Because there's words like that that Americans have like almost taken over, if that makes sense. And then since there's so much back and forth, like some people just say it like that. So you're saying instead of saying Ojo, they say Hojo. I'm gonna have to look that up. That's interesting. It's very interesting. I love linguistics. Every region in the world has some weird thing that they do. Me and Rolando talked about this before with the LH thing, or is it LH? I don't remember. Some shit that almost sounds like Portuguese. You've heard hijo, hijo de la chingada. That's ugly as fuck, bro. All right, I'm out. It's 10:20. I'm gonna look that linguistic feature up, and I will send TikToks to people that want to see it. See y'all next time. Peace. I don't know where the end button is anymore. Everything